Oh, hello. I'm here. What's going on? Does everything work? I think it does. Yes. Okay. Here's my pen. Let's get to moving on this. It's a little bit hard for me to see today with all the daylight. Oops. That's a bit better. There we go. Okay, what do I want to start doing? I need to start getting some colours in on this. To see what they're gonna look like. It's helpful to have that stack of them, isn't it? Over there so I can see. Right, I might do some eye dropping and see what looks good. I have an idea for the sky and what colour that wants to be. Everything is in a bunch of different layers right now, and everything is kind of wacky. In the folders, let me move my layers like out. You guys aren't going to be able to see them, but I'm going to have them right over the top. Oh my goodness, right over the top of what I'm doing, if it will let me. It's gonna flip and behave. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Baban, happy Monday to you. Hello! How are we, Goblin? And Vince! Welcome to the stream. How are we doing, chat? What's been going on? I'm gonna have to make this light mode because it's very bright today. It's kind of difficult to see. Watch out for your eyes, chat, if that's gonna work. Watch out for your eyeballs. Fair warning. There you go. It's a bit bright. I'm gonna have to tilt it more so it's not in my screen. It's way too fucking sunny. It's supposed to be rainy or typical. Right. I kind of like that blue. I think that's nice and bright. I might introduce a bit of a gradient and we'll see what it looks like. How is the Baban creature doing today? Not bad. I got to go to the shops at the weekend and I'm not in the chair yet, but I have got myself a new chair that I'm pretty happy with, so I'm gonna have to drag that up the stairs at some point. But I'm excited. It was nice and cheap and it's quite comfy, so it might last me a little bit longer because the one I've got right now is ragged. It does not look very nice. I've had it for a long time. What have you been up to at the weekend, chat? I found a bunch of DVDs and some funky books at the shop too, so I have a bunch of things to keep me entertained for a little bit. Right, I'm gonna have to brighten this up on my other screen so that I can so I can compare it. I might work on some new screen business later on, maybe in an evening stream. I have been finishing off my tutorial. I thought of a few more things to put into it. So I'm gonna do those and then it should be okay. I'm gonna try and split it up so some of it can go on YouTube and some of it can all the rest of it can go on Patreon. I mean, it's a Patreon tutorial, but I can probably take the start piece and put that on YouTube. Maybe slap a time lapse in with it of what I'm doing. Soon be able to buy robotic eyes from Amazon. Oh boy. Stuff's gonna get like weird. I'm sort of coming to the realization that things are gonna get weird in my lifetime. And I don't know how to feel about that. Just thinking about it. Did I accidentally mess that up? Why is that a few pixels down from the edge? Why? It's not the mask, is it? No. I accidentally moved it. Things gonna get weird. Hi, how are you? Not bad, thank you. How are we? Welcome to the stream. There's nowhere further, yeah, there's nowhere further down to mess that up. Yeah. Just accidentally moving layers. I think I was mashing buttons. Right. So I've got that for the sky, and then I've got another layer I was going to paint the light into. Things have always been weird. They're just too normal to notice. You think? Desensitized to the weird shit. Oh, am I still on the mask? Whoops! I wanna like paint a little bit of gradient in just to get a loose idea of what's going on. Well, no, it's weird because I guess it's only, you know, last couple of 100 years. Every next generation has some new bullshit to deal with that is completely different from the last ones. Like, you can't really relate as much. Good too. How has everything been? Not bad, thank you. I've had a comfy weekend. Doing a little bit of crafts and stuff, and tidying up, getting everywhere ready for the winter, hunkering down. Only know when you see the first set of ads, you know, something like have asthma? No problem. It's a carburetor, 5% off for Black Friday. Yep. Yep. You're gonna have the adverts beamed directly into your eyeballs. I hope everything progresses slower. I hope everything progresses slower because I don't want to exist in that. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Right, what kind of green have we got over here? I'm gonna go off from it a bit and lean it into the blue, but that's like a very, very mid green. So if we start with sort of sea foamy green. Where are all my tree layers? I've got one in the background. Everything's sort of reduced a bit now as well, so it's gonna look like it overlaps a whole bunch. But if I start with this, and then what else? To move my layer menu so I can see it. Oh, why the hitboxes to move things so small? Okay, there we go. Right, and then the ground plane is a thing, so that wants to swing brighter. Oh, of course it's not locked. No, of course not. Is it on 100%? No, 50. Right, there we go. Just need like a bigger range of colors, I think. Bigger range of colors, and then I can lean that into the middle. Let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna have to go back through all these as well. I might just open all the... I'm gonna open all the folders because I know what layer colors I'm looking for. I've colorized everything in my layer setup so that I can tell. That is a watermelon. That is a watermelon. That needs to be like blue-green. I like that kind of green, right? Yeah. I still have the sketch on top too, don't I? Do I need any of that? Or I think it's mostly for the effects now because I've got everything else. But, oh yeah, right. I need to paint the logo too onto the thing, but I will leave that for colors. Yeah, I'll leave that for a minute. That looks quite nice on this screen. The colors are turning up better on my other screen because I can brighten it. Okay. What next? Do I actually enter where those are, or no? We got the sign. What do we got? We got the stick, and yeah, I need to make this wider so the scroll is bigger. I'm trying to press things and I'm not hitting them. I should have locked the layers on these as I went also. It's trouble. This whole thing wants to be solid. What kind of browns do I want to lean into with this? Maybe like orangey. I think if I don't make it orangey, it might look, whoops, it might look a bit strange. Like warm colours. Yeah, I might start with that and then I'll calm it down. We'll see what happens. That was what else I got. I got a mortar and pestle as well. I finally found a little stone one. I only had a ceramic one before, but I've got a stone one now. Yeah, that works better with the greens, that orange. Then what do we have? The grass. This is all sort of on its own layer. There was another one in the background, was there? Grass. Yeah, that I didn't fix that one yet. Is that too like, oops, too like mid green? I was trying to avoid like mid green because it is very easy to make ugly. I think. I think maybe blue-green is as well. It's easy to have the same problem as you do with red because red's such a dark value that when you start trying to paint with it, it's difficult to get much of a range. It's easy to make it muddy if you just lean into greys. Painting it. Okay, let's start looking at the animals. So we got bunny. There's a bunny 1 and a bunny 2. Are any of the animals reduced? Are the animals all in their own folder? Yes. I might have to take them out later. I'm not sure. It depends what sort of layer effects I want to put on, doesn't it? Okay, they are very pale. They're like a pale grey, but let's swing them into. Sorry, the neighbours are doing stuff. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. If I lean this slightly into like a blue, be a little bit lighter. I'll go light to dark, actually. So I'm trying to keep everything bright and then I can paint back in later. That bunny also wants to be the same colour. Okay, oops. What colour are the chops? They're just white, aren't they? Yeah, and then we got a little pink nose. I will have to get rid of the sketch. It's way too busy. Oh, what else is reduced? Oh, the box. The flap of the box. Okay. I'm going to be in layer hell today, but we'll figure it out. I might gradient the whiskers later as well. Not sure if a different colour for the line art would be good, but if I do that, it might cause other problems because if you have a different colour of line art and then you start trying to put it on different backgrounds, it stands out like horribly sometimes. So if you've got a loose PNG, and the line art is like brown or something, and then you have it on a website that's, you know, it's got like a really dark background. It just sticks out and looks disgusting. It's really, really bad. Is that kind of pink? Okay, how do I want it? No, let's lean it into a more like flouncy pink, like this. Cool pink, rather than warm pink. See, I'm thinking maybe around the chops too. I don't know if that's... It's probably too much. Maybe with like that, though. Maybe. I feel like that would look cute, and it's not. It's not veering too far off the model. Be careful of the nose if I'm going to do that, actually. And wait, what color are the ears? Do they not have? No, they don't have like a different. I could just gradient from the bottom of them. Then again, okay, if I'm going to start messing with gradients, let's leave that alone and come back to it on a different layer, because once I get the flats down, it'll be fine. I'll just do the one for now. Yeah, I'll leave it alone as one rabbit for now instead of duplicating it, because once I start adjusting things, it will probably change a little bit. That one? No. Which layer? This layer. Yeah, I'm gonna swing that into swing it into orange. See if that works, because it's like a dull, yellow. Gonna need it on the horns too. Because that's the same. Let's put that on this layer. Oops. Yeah, don't go everywhere. Split them up on the same layer, it's easier to lock it and fill everything in later. Oh, but he's behind the monkey as well. That's a problem. Oops. Bring back the monkey. Bring back the monkey. Keep that locked. He's like lemon yellow. Or is that too bright? That's a bit too. He's more like sunflower yellow. You know. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'll swing it more this way, and then I'm gonna go with, let's see. See, there's the other kind of problem as well, isn't there? I'm gonna have to bring that down a little bit. I've made it probably too orange. If we want to keep to mostly yellow, that's a bit closer. And then the nostrils are just a little bit darker. Oops, not like that. Oh, I've already got a watermelon color. Watermelon's fine. Parrot. I'll come back to the parrot in a minute because that's dinky. Parrot is dinky. Can I lean into the red with the monkey? I need to not have him blend in with the box too much. I might make the back of it darker, like it is. Well, like it is in the thing anyway, so it's a bit more accurate as well. Is that better for the little monkey face? It's a little bit more like skin tone than just me. I might be a bit bright. Teeth it easy. I'm gonna not go with stark white either. I'll blend it in a bit so it's warm. Warm colour. There we go. And the nostril. Yeah, the nostrils are the same colour. I'll leave those alone. You know what? If I can use that on the pigs, let's try a pig. I want to see if it will behave. That pink that I've had on the rabbit. So maybe a bit. That maybe a bit bright. Let me zoom out. I feel like that's maybe a bit too purple. That might be better. Yeah, maybe on the nose. I'm gonna try leaning the nose into the like purple pink, so it's got some movement on it. Bit more purple. That might do it. I'm gonna leave it like that for now and then see what it looks like on the rest. Penguin. Penguin is easier. Warm blue. Yeah, I'm gonna lighten up the penguin a little bit, so it should stand out a bit more when I darken that background. Oops. And then we've got a beak. Ooh. We've kind of got that orange colour that I can use on him as well, and then it will tie in with the giraffe too. How close is the colour on the monkey to the giraffe? Actually, they are not all that different, like the monkey's face and the yellow on the giraffe. Snout. I need a second green for that watermelon too. I should have done the wiggles on it already. But Piggy. Piggy? So I'm going to change the ear colour. Maybe not. I think that, yeah, they're on that layer. It might be fun to change the colour of them. But I do plan to sort of gradient out the rabbit ears. So that they've got a bit of a concave to them, maybe. Oh, let's book it. Book it, right. It's too, that's too orangey. Yeah, I'm gonna lean it into sort of green. Green? A tiny bit. Let's see what happens. Is that another little blob behind there, or is it not filtered properly? Oh yeah, no, it's missing a piece. And the handle is the only other separate piece. What about oops, about this. Well, once I get like a nice set of colors, I can jiggle them around. Just need to see them all sort of in place. Oh, yeah, let's do the snake and the parrot too, because they've, well, the parrot's got really bright colors. Pig, 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 snake. Instead of duck, duck, goose. Right, is he going to compete with the greens that I have in the background? I don't think that's too bad because he's out of the way of it anyway. It's not like he's going to ever overlap with any of that. Right. I have pink that I can use on the tongue. I've got that for the teeth. Oh, is that, yeah, it's the wrong layer. There we go. And then the chops on the top is where it turns different. Lean pastel. And parrot. Watermelon's fine. Don't worry about him. The watermelon's good. Right, lock. There's only 2 layers, is there? 2 layers. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I was going to split some of it. Right, so I need a red. I'm going to have the red be like orange red. I think that will. Oops, oh no, there's more layers. I think that might sit better, kind of terracotta. Terracotta-y. Nice warm highlights. I just like warm in general. Where'd the parrot go? I was looking at this, wasn't I? Oh yeah, there he is. I see blue, yellow. Can I reuse this blue from you, or is that not going to be bright enough? We want the beak. Ooh, it might work because I've pulled those eyeballs down a bit more. Maybe that yellow from the giraffe. And we've got whites already. Maybe. I'm going to have another look at him because there's not, well, there's not a lot of red is going to get used in this. It's mostly pink piggy. Piggy pink. And then there's a lot of painty mess to be toyed with. I don't think it looks too bad right now. I'm trying to keep it like really bright while I start out. I keep it really, really bright. Oh, that's easy actually to take the animals off. Yeah, I take the animals off. Oh, I want to find where the box is. I need to split where it goes into background things too. Box. Where's my box? I will need that sketch on the top in a minute as well because I want to paint. I want to paint texture. I want to paint texture, but also that back bit is like completely blocked out, so I can filter all that pretty easily. If I make a new layer, I can probably just drop it in. Area scale. Let me up that area scaling because it's only on like 1 right now. Ooh, what if I lean this into warm like that? Oh, it's gonna hit everything on the layer, is it? No? All the layers? that gonna go? Oh yeah, okay. Let's see what that looks like with animals back on the top. I can always close that and turn it back on, yeah. I'm not sure if it would be good to... That's gonna go absolutely everywhere if I try and fill it in. Sort of like these bits too. I'm gonna do that quickly and just make a mess because I want to see what the contrast looks like. Put the animals back on. I don't think that's too bad. Thinking about it. Do I like the color as well? Oh, this is a separate layer, so it's easy to get rid of. Let's mask it actually. Let's mask it out. Easy peasy. You know what? Let me get the old tone curve even on the go. Get the old tone curve on the go. It might help if it's more desaturated and then, you know, the saturation on the top of it. That would mean put in, I want like a lighter gradient on the outline of it too. Or sort of the edges where it's got that U shape. What about any like messing about with these color adjustments? It's gonna fuck with it too much, isn't it? I'm debating turning it sort of a little bit towards blue, just to like recede it where the animals are more warm. Mob, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are we? I've got to get back to doing my figure drawing. Actually, I just spotted that on the slider. I need to finish those. And I want to draw some fellas. And then, what about if I mess about the green ones? You know, that just gets like, that just grays it out and it looks ugly. I think about like there or something. Where was it? Yeah. I don't think that's too bad. I think if I change like this color a little bit, that will help it. Or I can still have some of this like peeking through anyway. I have ideas. I have ideas that I'm stewing on. Oh, that's like a complete, yeah, it's a completely different color now. Let's compare it and see if it actually improved. Maybe? I'm like worried about it getting too dark. I might just adjust it sort of manually, actually. I might adjust it manually. So like I changed it to that. I guess it only kind of lightened it a little bit. Oops. Only lightened it slightly. Did that help? Yeah. Okay, it's kind of in the middle now. That's what I wanted. Right, let me mess with this edge because I'm going to want to define that anyway. Oh, I'm going to want to define that anyway. Whee! Make sure I catch the edge of that line out so it's not mucky. I'm not too bothered if it has a bit of a wavy edge. It does need to go up against the line art though. There we go. I think it would be fun to have like some of that pop through at the back there. But it might look like lights coming in if I do that. Do we have any animals that are dark at the bottom? No. I was thinking I could probably like into the back with a slightly darker one. How's everyone been today? Not bad, thank you. I've been doing work on video stuff for Patreon, and then I will be finishing that off this week, hopefully, and getting it posted. I'm gonna split all of these colors into extra layers where I can mask them as well, because I do not like the idea of having to redo things. Okay, so this is what I was thinking. A bit more light at the top. And then pull it down. It's pretty cool, thank you. I think that's fine, and then I could always sort of nibble back in there with that color and like woo, you know, flavor town. You know what? Actually, red is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking red, orange, offset slightly, like so. I can duplicate this and have the same mask. Oops. Oh no, wait, wrong mask actually, never mind. Never mind, I need to make a new one. This is gonna have so many layers. I really like doing that kind of thing where you can desaturate a color and then pop it out. Like that all looks more red now. Even where it's desat. Okay, where did the sketch go? Do I need that for... I'll get rid of it for some things. I need that, definitely. And also the rabbit bounce. I think I'll just separate that out because it's the curve that I want, and the effect on the bunny, which might be a paint over it sort of thing. Might be a get the old paintbrush on it and go a bit mad kind of job. Any of the shadows I'm going to do will be separate layers as well, so I'm probably going to do one big layer over the top to test it, if that is something that's going to work. I hope that's something that's going to work. I may have to flatten it because it won't hit the same, or it won't react the same where everything's in folders. But I need to test out what it's going to look like. Okay, so it's like one of the ones I need. I don't need the animals. That was animal adjustments that we went through because we did a few variants to check it. Which layers do I still need on? I need that and I need the logo. I've done this. I've done, oh no, wait, that's, see, okay, that's where the texture lives, right? Okay, I don't need this. I don't need the clouds. They're already behind the trees I can do. That's the rough sketch, and that is like the background chunk, which isn't relevant anymore, and thumbnails. Can we see those? Oh yeah, okay, there's like the really rough version underneath. Yeah. I'm not going to get rid of those, I'll keep them. That is the logo for reference, which I will put here so I can see it. I don't want to mess up when I go and paint that back in. Might be able to do a lot of this with okay, so most of the shadows are going to be pretty simple, sort of drop it down below the thing kind of shadows. Like up above sort of light source. So most of this isn't going to have crazy shadows. And they're all ones I can turn on and off anyway, so it's easier to move things around. It needs to be quite simple. So any painting that I do on this is going to sit underneath the shadows anyway, but I can still put those sneaky gradients in for extra flavor. But I need these sketch layers. I need these sketch layers so I can see those patterns that I've done, because I quite like the placement of them on the boards. The ones in the back don't want to be very strong. Okay, yeah, see those the lines. I didn't want to line them all because it would have looked terrible, ugly, I think. Maybe a bit softer with them. I will block them out in one color for now so that I can see where they sit, and then I'll try and adjust it to fit better. A bit later on. I don't know if it's a better idea to start using this with a stabilization. The old lasso fill. Yeah, let's do that. It's a bit better then. I don't really need to carve it on this because everything's very rounded. Usually I'll spend a while sort of carving stuff out with the pen tool. Works with impunity. Hello, Micah. How are we? Welcome to the stream. How was the weekend? How are we doodling? Let me see what that buzzing was on my phone as well, just in case. Ooh. There we go. Oops. Okie dokes. I probably can get away with doing this on all of it, to be honest. Whee! I should try blocking more things out with this, to be honest. For simple, what do you call them? Thumbnails, I suppose, as well. I want to do some more lines on the one I was working on last week as well, because I've been using that drawing for the tutorial, and I would like to include the rest of it in it, so I need to finish it kind of quickly. Or, you know, get it to a point where it's showable and makes more sense. Lines and some flat colors would be good at the very least. Monday and Tuesday on my weekend, just getting up. The caffeine in my blood stage of the day. Nice. I bet that's comfy too. That's like a few days when nobody's knocking about as well, if it's in the week. I don't know who's out there with the drill also, I'm sorry. I don't know who that is or what they're up to. I'm too scared to ask. There we go. Boop. Suppose I'm going to carve it out a bit. I can't help myself. I don't want any of these to loose. I might soften the edges of them as well instead of having it sharp. Because it might distract from the animals where they've got the features on them are more distinct with the sharp edges. You know, they haven't really got gradients in the design. Good morning! Hello, Doug. How are we? Welcome to the stream. What's going on? If I can Patreon stream later as well, I will. I'm thinking about it. I'm sorry, everyone is doing DIY today. Everyone. I'll shut the window in a minute when it like cools down. It's kind of warm. Have you been making stuff, chat? What have you been up to? Have you been making things? I was making stuff with acorn cups at the weekend, actually. I'm trying to make more earrings with them. I've been making ones sort of like rattlesnake tails where you sort of put the cups on top of each other. Putting beads in between them so they articulate. For fun, you know? Carving some avocado seeds. Ooh, I really like that with a gradient in. I just spotted that, actually. I really like that with a gradient. That it's blocking it. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Is it making it look like there's a gradient? Where is it? It's Did I trick myself? I think I just tricked myself. Hang on. I think I actually did. Right. Okay, so that's like a single color. Hang on. That's a single color, and then it's got that gradient on top, and then when I put this on, it looks like that's got a gradient in it, but it actually does not. It's just a flat color if I turn that off. Bamboozled myself. Isn't that cool though? Like it looks gray up the top where it's actually more saturated behind it, and then below it looks more saturated where it's against the more desat. Bamboozled. I hate relative color so much. Same thing every day for the last 9 months. I'm sorry. Painting and working on my digital art, working 3 to 9. Nice. What are you studying? Idea of using spinach and cheese for a quiche crust. Cooking after a grocery. Oh, ooh, like when you fry it crispy and just sticking the spinach together with the cheese. Relative gradient, yeah. I guess the saturation is still like a color thing, but relative saturation too. That's what does it. That's what does most of it. Is where you choose to desaturate things. I hate it. It's so confusing. I hate how bamboozling this is because I didn't do that on purpose. I was just like, let's block it down in a solid color and I'll look at it afterwards. I'm just going to think about the shape, but now it's doing a thing and it looks cool, and I'm mad about it because I didn't anticipate it. That means I'm not thinking enough. Brain has been throwing a temper tantrum. Not being good at art lately. Oh, you got to embrace, you got to draw some silly stuff and laugh at it. That's what I try and do. I don't know. I just draw shit on purpose and laugh at it and get over myself, and then then I try and be serious. I wonder if that's like, oh, well, this is the worst case scenario. This is as bad as it could look. Anything else has to be better. Like, we've already seen the flaw, you know. If you set it up like that, I've already seen the worst it's gonna get and laughed at it, so whatever. Form the bottom of the pan and oven baked, then the chicken, egg, and tomato as a filling. That sounds amazing, like crispy cheese. That sounds so good. I want another coffee really, but I'm not gonna. Ooh. I'm not gonna. I keep meaning to try doing something like that because Fam showed me someone making a quiche, but they used mashed potato as the base. And that would be amazing if it had cheese in it. Get the bottom of it all crispy. Be real nice. Cheesy quiche. I don't know what did I cook at the weekend? What do they call it? The little the omelette-y pancakes where you put the cabbage in them. The cabbage and the very thinly sliced carrot. And onions and a lot of garlic. That's what I made. And also cheese on toast. Fam brought some strange cheese that had ginger. Ginger and mango. And it's not terrible, but it's a bit dodgy. I think it'd be nicer just with the ginger in, but interesting to try. Mashed potato as a top lid, so like shepherd's pie. Oh, yeah. But no, the mashed potato was on the bottom. Sort of like molded into a pie crust. I need to try making it because I do like me some mashed potato. We're having Cornish pasties today because Fam have finally fixed the food processor, so there is pastry to be eaten. Would you mix brown sugar and garlic and orange juice? Probably not. What is there something that you do that with? I used to know someone in high school who was like, oh yeah, the thing my grandmother used to do was put garlic in a jar of sugar and put it on top of the radiator to heat up. And then that was like your cold medicine. I was like, oh, that's gotta taste terrible. Scare it out of you, I assume. It was pretty good. Is that for like a sauce or something? If it is, what are you putting it on? Like a meat marinade? Oh. No, I've never heard of that combo. I don't think I've ever had anything like orange chicken. I'm not really a fan of sweet stuff with meat. I don't tend to like the sweet and savory combo. Garlic sugar? OJ definitely sounds like it would scare a head cold out of you. Sounds like something I would add vodka to. Garlic vodka. Garlic and the orange juice is terrible. Then you add the sugar and it all comes together. Huh. Interesting. Is that recipe from somewhere, or are you just doing mad science wins? Okay. I like how wibbly wobbly this is. It makes me think of dart frogs and the patterns on them. Cook it, the sugar gets caramelized on the meat. Huh. Did you ever have those pencils when you were a kid, chat, where they had 4 different colors in them, like in the lead, so it was split. So you could turn the pencil and the color would change. This is what this is reminding me of, where the colors look like they're changing. The color relativity is crazy. Seen that in pens but not pencils? No? They are very fun. I think I used to have one where it was mostly blue and it had little streaks of the different other colors in it, so you twist it and get weird little color changes. Crayon version of it, yeah. Crayons were fun. I used to have a big old rattly box full of them. Has anyone done watercolor actually, where you use the clear wax to block things off? I've heard of people using crayons for that. I know you can get sort of clear. It's not like paint, it like dry. I think it's like latex you can put down and then you peel it off after, once you've done your painting, so that you get little pieces where it doesn't touch. It's pretty cool. How's that looking? I don't know if I like this bit because it looks like one big sort of joined together, weird chunk. Let's pull that in. Maybe have them not bump. Used watercolor like one time when I was 8. I've got a lot of old ones that are kind of dry and crusty. I was trying to wake some of them up to be painting craft stuff not that long ago. I'm a bit too scared to try and do actual watercolor though. I'm scared of it. Okay, I'm nearly done with this. And then I'll have a look at what I'll look at next. I might try changing the color of it, and then I'm going to sit the animals on the top, I think, and see how the colors behave together. That I can all chunk away later. Okay, there we go. Where is the edge that I've got on that here? Lolly! Oh, hello! Thank you for the raid. How are we? Welcome to the stream, everyone. I hope you had a good raid also, Lolly. I've got my stream alerts working now also. That gave me a spook. How are we? Hello! Welcome to the stream. I hope you had a good stream also. It is quite early in the morning over there, is it not? Also, I will show everyone what I am up to now also. I need to pin the game link, actually. Okay. I have a layer of animals too. If I take the sketch off, you should be able to see them a little bit more tidy. Okay, so I am working on a commission for a game called Zooika, which I forgot to put the link to in the chat. Here we go. I will pin it also in a second. It's good, yeah. Trying out the new Borderlands. It's 10:45 p.m. Nice. I hope you had a good stream. Okay, pin the message. There we go. Manually at the end of the stream. And on YouTube. Hello, YouTube people. I can see you as well. I need to figure out how I do shout outs also. I'm slowly fixing up my Twitch again. Everything has got a little bit out of whack. Okay, what do we think of the colors, chat? What do we think of the colors? I think that looks okay. Maybe if I reduce it a bit, because I do like that weird little saturation effect that's going on with the relative color. And I'll have to do something similar on that sign. I'm thinking I can go with like this lighter yellow that I've got on that because it's got similar shapes that need to happen. And I want the edge of it more crunchy. Yeah, let's leave the box alone for a second and I'll go to the sign. I also need to paint in the logo. Let's see. Oops. This wants to happen first. So that over the top. What I might do with this as well is like go back in and start pick poking with the lighter color because we do want, where did the cattails one go? Did I put it out of the way? Oh yeah, we want the kind of textury stuff that was going on in the cattails one that I did. Especially with all the trees and things in the background, I need to start nibbling at those. I might put gradients in it and then paint on the top. I think that's a better idea. Yeah, okay, right, I will duplicate this and then it will start to block my texture back in. Oh, that's what I meant to ask actually. AR chat, what sort of chat commands are a good idea? Because I forgot that I kind of like decimated mine accidentally by getting rid of something. So I need to start reworking them now. Because I notice that people use them occasionally. Hey man, hello! How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if you're going to hop off soon also, Lolly, but thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be... It's probably too bright, isn't it? It's probably too bright. I can't make both of these the same sort of wood texture, I don't think. Maybe a clip command, that's always useful. Ah, you're right. Thank you. I am working on a list. I've got so many lists on the go. What else do I have? Portfolio, ArtStation, Uptime, Followage, people like that one. People spam follow and watch commands all the time. Yeah, thank you. I will add those too. I forget which ones I add because it was like a long time ago that I was setting it up. Gamble command. Ooh. Those are fun. I know some people have whole like game setups because Jackson, who I raid occasionally, has one where everyone in the chat is like a little player on the screen and they will start boss fights and things. That's pretty fun. Okay, over here. Kind of don't like how pale this is, because if it's too pale, it will blend right in with that text that needs to go on the top. Needs a dispense bacon command. Dispense bacon. I do plan, actually, I had ideas I was going to talk about. Because I would like to redo my edge for my screen. So the dragon is in situ. And also so that when I pull my screen back, there is something other than a void here. Because it's a little bit blank and boring. I was thinking that maybe it would be fun if the follow commands were just small GIFs that overlay with the dragon's face. So that it maybe looks directly at you. If I could get that to happen. I don't think it would be that difficult. I thought about maybe making the head spin all the way around. But that might be extra work. Because I'd have to worry about the layering with where it's sat over what I'm drawing. It would be quite obvious. I'd still want it to show through. I might be getting a bit too ambitious. I did have the idea that I could have the tail sort of swoop in the top corner and that be where one of them appears. I think they'd all have to appear in the same place because I can move it around where the alerts appear. But it would be a lot of setup to put them in a bunch of different places. Void just had eyes in the dark, so if you minimize it, it looks like things are lurking behind the drawing. That's a pretty good idea, actually. I can animate that really easy too. I was thinking of I was thinking of at least part of it being like a little bar, since I seem to be collecting bottles. Oh, and my shots here. I forgot that was there. It looks like I got rid of some of my bottles. Where did the rest of them go? Did I move them out of the... Oh, here we go. Yeah. The Listerine and the Clown Slim. There we go. I think I got rid of them to record something. They're back now. It's okay. Either that or the other idea I had was if I have a stream border that's kind of gutsy and fleshy, if I overlaid the alert thing, then I could have the layers peel back and it show the text maybe. C33 Fernandez, thank you for following. I got that one working with the dragon gnashing. Slim, it's what plants crave. Clown Slim. I haven't streamed with Cherry in a while actually. Cherry's been really busy. I will have to bother. Okay, how does that look? Let's take the sketch off. Yeah, okay, let's adjust the color on that. I do want it to lean into what I have there, but not as strong. Not as strong as it is. It's quite bad. Still needs to show up that white text on the top. Okay. What I might do is some of it is just go in and overpaint it as well, because like I say, I don't entirely like that this is a really straight edge along all of it. And then there's the animals. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Or I could just flatten it, but I'm sort of scared of doing that. I'm scared of doing that in case I save over it and then lose all my layering, because the layering is quite important on this one. I'm going to be in terrible trouble if I mess up the layering. Okay, so my idea is if I start making test layers on top of here, I can overlay, hard light. I can hard light and then that is too light to do anything. I can start doing this and testing out my options for shading. I quite like that warm blue, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to mess with it. I have to mess with it a little bit. Let's see. I don't want to have any of it too dark, but it does need to be clear. Like little bits of shadow under here. This might be a gradient job as well, where I've got to fight with it more. Because I'm thinking more about the animals like this. Once I get some colors I like, I'll start bringing it into where they are. On some of these it's not going to sit very well, I don't think. That might be dulling it down too much, but I could also within that have you know, the edge sort of bounce back out. So they're round, because I wasn't going to make them mega shiny, but a little bit of shine would be good, I think. Oh, you know what? The gradients to sort of layer it out as well is going to be another thing. So maybe behind these few at the top, and then it can be darker at the bottom. and behind the box to separate it out from everything in the background. There's another one. I really like that on the pigs. Those purpley blues are quite nice. Let me try shifting it, because that's probably... it's enough to get a read on it. I can squint. Squint and think about it. Maybe like that. And then I can swing the highlights more into yellow. Is what I'm thinking. What about, I don't think multiply is going to help. That's just going to make it muddy. I would prefer it have the colour in it. Overlay. That's quite colourful. That's quite colourful. Maybe something like that, because I'm not averse to the purple. That's going to look real nice on the orange if I do that purple. That kind of lean. Especially in the back of this box, that looks really nice actually, because, well, I purposefully made the animals lean more into yellow, especially that monkey like really pops out if I do that. That looks quite nice. I wouldn't make the back of it so saturated though, maybe. Just a bit less, and it can, well, it was already leaning into red, but it can sort of lean into the purple too. With it, I do like what? Oh, I'm sorry. Yawning. I will do some of that, I suppose, and then it can start to swing. Bright and colourful. I like the way it's reacting on the giraffe too. I think that's quite cute. But when I do the shine in the eyes and everything, that wants to lean into yellow, and I could probably put some big gradients over the top of everything as well. Try it without it on again. Yeah. Toasty colours. Toasty colours and then purple, but if I do that, I might need to... anything where it's kind of green, it's not reacting in the way that I want it to. It's on an overlay layer though. Okay, what about a slight bit darker? And then the gradients might help it as I go along. Is what I'm thinking. Skin Hoodie Dragon. Hello, Graham. How are we? Welcome to the stream. What's going on? You know what? Does anyone else want to roast my stream actually and tell me how to improve it? Because I am taking suggestions. I'm kind of getting fed up of it being so choppy. I think I'm liking that color. I like it on here like a whole lot. I think that looks nice for a shadow on there. It's going to be a bit more difficult to get it on the light colors, and especially like the side of this giraffe, it is just doing nothing. So I've done the thing where I've duplicated it and now I'm like, maybe it's not strong enough. I was going to do a hard light layer and duplicate it so that that kind of handles darkening it a bit, but it might be better if that is... or what if that's like a multiply layer? No? Need a goal as to what your stream would be like for the roast to work. Oh, no, I just mean is there anything about it that like pisses people off? You know? Streams are idiosyncratic. See, I like, all the streams I like are like messy and chaotic, and the mic that they use is absolute garbage. Like I have no interest in it being of any quality. I just like a daft stream. But I feel like with what I do, it should maybe be a bit more tight. I'm being blinded by the sun again. It should be a bit more tidy. Do you want the? That's very nice and relaxing. Okay, I really, really like this red on the monkey that is popping up, especially next to that purple, which would usually look hideous. But I like it because it's next to that yellow. Nothing helpful or roastly. Just been using your stream as background while caffeinating and doodling in my mornings. That's comfy. I feel like if it was too overproduced, it would be out of place. You know what I mean? It's not my kind of jam, but it could be tidier. Yeah, I think I need like a... Gonna put anything in the sign? Oh, yeah. Hang on. I took a screenshot to test out some colors. Where did the sign go? Oh yeah, there we go. It's still in the sketch at the moment because I need to paint over it. But it is... Did I not pin it in YouTube? Let me pin it in YouTube. I meant to. I have a link to the game that it is for. It's on sale right now, actually. Zooika. That is what the art is for. Where did I get to? Here. Right, if that is maybe a different colour. I'll keep hold of the one that I've got. All the watermarks, and if you want one, just leave one that is a Baban illustration. Oh, the ones down the bottom. Use Discord and descriptions for socials and links. Huh. See, I've had a lot of people be like, "Oh, are you streaming on YouTube as well?" Like, despite the fact that it has YouTube on the banner at the bottom. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what? That confuses me. Because it's literally on the screen that you're looking at. So you can go store socials or whatever command in Discord, and it brings it up. Yeah, I was gonna sort that out for the what am I thinking? I want this like orange. I was gonna do that in the Twitch chat. I don't know if there's an equivalent for YouTube. I don't know. I need to look into that actually and see if I can get it to post them on both. Does that work? Okay, because I wanted the multiply to sort of evenly value it out. People overlook things, yeah. Yeah, because 3 of them are the same. It's just Twitter that's I couldn't fit the full name in Twitter, and that annoys me. I don't want to change it again because it'll break all me flipping links. I think most stuff's Baban illustration though. It's just Bab on Twitter. Okay, I think I like those colors, and then I can try and mess with it. What happens if I merge those down? Oh, it becomes awful. Okay, great. It's not what I want. What about if I flip them around? That's kind of nice too. It doesn't hold up like in these lighter colors. Sorry, I've got hiccups. It doesn't hold up in these lighter colors like on the giraffe. If I merge it down into one thing, like I need one thing to deal with the values and then one to be adjusting colors, I think. See, I was thinking of having like a border all the way around the edge also. Room to frame the bottom of your screen? Like it is a bar of horrible drinks. Yeah, I did want to make that worse actually. I need a bar. I don't want to get rid of the like shape itself, so I can I guess just have the tops of the bottles. It was annoying me actually. I've got like Patreon on the screen twice now, haven't I? Ooh, let me see what I'm gonna copy paste these layers. I want to see if they will. Is that crow squawking? Yeah, that thing is loud. Oh no, it's a couple of them shouting at each other. I wanted to see if I can paste this in and Weatherspoons. What about Weatherspoons? Oh, you want it to look like a Weatherspoons. Okay, this is the whole background. If I paste those in, is it going to cause me trouble? If I paste these in, is it going to cause me trouble? Yeah, that is not going to sit on top of anything, is it? Not well, anyway. It's just going to block it out flat. Okay, what's the best way to get these to behave then? Let me think. Right, because if I turn those off, I'll get rid of them out of here, but I like the way them colours are going, and my other idea was well, I'm gonna have to block these. I'm gonna have to block these down in a little palette so I don't bugger them up, but then the other idea was going to be to sort of have another layer around so that we've got shine, this little bit of shine around them so they're bouncy. Especially on that penguin because it's going to blend in real bad otherwise. Real bad. Idiot and Cardiff decided to put a roundabout around a Weatherspoons. Is that the one where people keep getting hit because they're trying to cross to it, or was that something else? I've definitely heard of something like that. Definitely. I'll have to do it around these bits too. I was going to try and keep any sort of bounce light that is, you know, like, oh, here's the bright green, let me bring that up there. I was going to keep that a bit cooler so it's not... it can be taken out of context of the image and not look too weird. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because things are going to be picked up and moved around out of this, because it's, you know, it's like one coherent illustration, but everything is going to be rendered out as well. Maybe not yellowish with that. Perhaps like a little bit green. Like I'll swing it more this way. Swing it more that way. I'll have it be slightly green. It could sort of leak into blue as well, to be honest, to like offset it. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. Maybe not a glow layer also, but like just something that'll have a bit of... What's hard light do? Yeah, it's probably going to be soft enough that you won't pick up on that much of the colour, to be honest. Right, like just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Maybe lighter than that, but then it's too saturated. So if I take the saturation down, like so, might be able to gradient up as they sort of move up in the stack as well. We'll see. A lot of what's causing trouble there is actually where it's overlapping with the dark line art. I think that might be alright. I think I like the way that looks. Okay, if I plunk those down, I can drag the colors in. And then the rest of it will be overpainted, I think. I'm trying to be careful about the way that I do these. What layer mode was that? Is it above? It's above, right? Okay. Pull that down, and then I'll come back to this in a minute because I have got the colours already. I'm only going to want to look at these two first. You're going to want to look at those two first, so I will... Oh, I'm sorry. Which one is overlay? What colour is overlay? Overlay is the dark blue, and multiply is the ochre colour, right? So I can clear those out real quick. This is in the... What's a good layer to start with? Should I just do it on one of the animals? Probably. I want to turn the lock off of them, and I'll have to do... I have to do masks on everything to make sure. I'll get rid of right, animals, bucket, pigs. Got a pig at the front. Let's do that one. Let's do pig at the front. Okay, overlay was this one, right? I see a little bit of crunch on that piggy's nose also. Oh, you know what? I'll have to like copy paste these anyway, so it might not actually be that much of a problem if I want those specific colors. Right? Yeah. Anyway, I need to select a pig either way. I need to select and mask a pig. Either which way. Once I've got all my colours down from that, I'll go in with a paintbrush, start getting crazy. It's not painting over the top of things. Shrink that down a bit, it's going to cause me trouble. I suppose I could get a thing that like posts links intermittently as well. I know people that do that. Let's maybe take some more of that off. I tend to like overdo the shadows quite badly when I don't need to. Okay, also thinking of, look at this, on the edge. I think the nose is okay, but sort of this down here, Can I just up it for a second? I'm going to up it for a second. It was on 80%, right? Yeah, 80%. And then that I was going to wash out. And gradient my way over here. I wonder if around the edge would be. No, I'll leave it with the other way of doing it. Keep it consistent across them. I can do the same over the nose. Do I want to? I was thinking of adding a bit of recess around the eyes. No. No, I think I'll leave them flat. It'll start to look weird. No, it's gonna look weird. Let's try this. Oh, now the colours are wacky. It's the other one, 26. 26, multiply, and this colour. Yeah, I like that. Oh, did it? Oh, no, wait, it went over the whole thing. I wanna. Why is it still on the whole thing? No, stop it. Stop it. Stop. There we go. Start drawing Batman villain soon? Nice. Which one first? Yeah, okay, I think I like that. I could flatten them down, but I don't think so. I don't think so, yeah, I think I'm going to do that and then come back to them. With more paint. Aye. Yeah, right. I can get rid of some of the extra layers. I do want this to be eyedropping from wherever that's gone. Oh, it's teeny tiny. Whoops. Okay. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm yawning again. What is it? Nearly 3 o'clock. Okay. I'm gonna hit save too, because I've just done a bunch. And I don't want to lose it. Let's be careful. Careful, careful. Smash the save button, shot. Where was the other one I wanted to mess with? Hard light. Was it for the bounce? That one also needs a mask. I'll have to apply these masks later too. I can't do it to the whole folder because it's got the line art in it. There will be trouble. Make it difficult. I could do. I do a little bit on the inside of the nostrils to poke them out. Nostril shading. I don't think that's gonna do a whole lot, is it? I haven't got the intensity of it very high though. It's quite quite big. There we go. I think that's probably too chunky as well. Yeah, right, okay. If I start like this, then I can overpaint from that quite easy, and start to bring in shine and stuff later. I don't think that'll cause me much problem. Oops. You know what, actually, maybe if I dust it like that a bit. I don't think dusting it like that looks terrible. Yeah, I was planning to go in and sort of overpaint a bit more line edge around the noses and stuff. When I get to it, I have already copy pasted. Yes, I think I've already copy pasted and caused problems. I think I have. Nice. Okay. Of course. Maybe I should go for some of the bigger background pieces and gradients that I need to do as well. I still think that's too bright. That's too bright. Maybe if I just pull it down a bit, I can always make it stronger if we keep it at like 55. Keep it at 55 for now. And I can make it worse if I want. Okay, second pig. Secondary pig. Yeah, it's this blue. How crazy that color goes on the back there. Now I'm kind of iffy about that one actually, with like casting from the nose too much. Let me turn that one off because it's only a duplicate, isn't it? It's only a duplicate. Yeah, soften it out. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that again. Can I get rid of? Oh yeah, okay, that's like an easy edit. Fine. I get where the edges of that get a bit more yellow. Too. I think it's quite saturated, but what I could go in and overpaint later. Sort of. What I usually do is sort of go around the edges and ham like so. And the edges and ham. I don't have any of my brushes knocking about. Just a grab, do I? No. That's usually how I start stuff off. I'll do cell shading and then I start painting into it and giving it a bit more weight. I'm going to try and give this its own flavor. And then when I do like actual shadows between them, those will be separate layers too. Is what I'm thinking. How long has the stream been? Oh, it hasn't even been 2 hours yet. Okay. Huh. Okay. I thought it was way later, but I've been doing stuff all morning, so that makes sense. Turn that off, and I want to go back to this one. Okay, if I select this, I should. Oh no, I missed I should sort the nose out. Wanna wish-wash the side of it. If I select what's there, I select what's there and then I get this, because the layer mode is already good, since I just like copied them. It's like copy-pasted them. Is that fine? Oh yeah. Yeah! There we go. That's starting to happen now. I am debating changing the color. On the lines. Maybe giving it like a blue twinge, but that might help. Sometimes I do gradients in that too, so I might swing piggy pink. Swing piggy pink in the like red. As it leans towards where the daylight is, that's more colours to be shuffling, but maybe not all the way on. Not all the way on the eyeballs too, but they might look nice if I do sort of pink blue. Because the highlights are going to swing into yellow as well. Yeah, I'll do that for now. I'm just going to sort of hang around the ones that are next to what I'm doing anyway. Let's not mess about with masks, because I will have to go through like all of them every time. So let's just sort of select and invert and then get rid of everything around the edges. I don't want I don't want to deal with that at all. Right. I kind of want to know what add glow does if I... Oh, yeah, it needs to be on them. Oh, yeah, see? Cute. Let's start doing eyeball shine on the pigs. May have to do... What kind of yellow is that, actually? What kind of yellow is good? No, it's too soft. That's the other one. If I use that one off the giraffe, it's like way brighter. Shiny, shiny nose. Shiny pig nose. I think that's something I'd overpaint because it's getting nibbly. Those are like last little details anyway, so not yet. Not yet, not yet. Or sort of on the whole thing, like to round him out. Oh my god, there's fucking sun in my face. Go away, go away. I hate this time of year. I hate this time of year so much. The sun is like right in your eyeballs all the time, all day, all day. Very shiny nose, very shiny. Specular highlights. It would probably be good if I did that and then like chunk the nose out. So there's like a nice sheen. Nice pig shine, you know? And then handle the nose in a bit of a different way. You know? Sorry, that's like a whole other fight that I think I'll get to in a minute though. I'm liking the way the rest of it is looking, so I will continue with that, and there's extra stuff I can put in when I start. Overpainting. There's a lot of it to overpaint though. What else am I thinking? Lots of the background I will fight with too. Yeah, let's leave that alone. Let's leave that alone for now because it's gonna be a bit flat until I get highlights on, but that's fine. That's fine. What is this top one that I haven't done anything with yet, actually? Hard light. Oh, that was the bounce, wasn't it? Yeah. Fine. Take that off. Right. This was a thing. That was a thing. They're both fine. I want this to be going around the edge with, and get rid of that pig on the top so I can see. And then this wants to go. This wants to go around the edges. Up that way, and then I can wish wash. And it doesn't escape too badly. Or it doesn't stop underneath the line art, so it's not going to give me any of the usual trouble. None of the usual trouble that I fight with. I'm going to dust it a bit more. Just and I didn't want to do anything with the eyes yet either. No, I'll leave the rest of it for the rest. I don't want to like creep the shading too far over them. So like don't shade them too heavily, basically. More of it needs to be where the light's hitting than where it's not. Okay, now I want to select this again and then I'll invert it. And then Everything on these outside I get rid of, so then that one's good. I should be able to start making, where is that highlight layer on this one? Like the shine, the glow. Oh no, I didn't do anything with it yet, right? I can start making the glow layers maybe. In the folders as I go, doing that line would be helpful. Since I'm gonna, is that the same blue? No, it's a different blue. Let's put it in the patch. Let's put it in the little patch. So I got my line color, and then I also have the dark pinky that I can lean to. Yeah, right, okay. And then, oh, wrong color. I'm gonna have to get at those clouds in the back too, because they're starting to bother me. I'm looking at them and they're bothering me. So chunky. Probably paint them out without much fuss. And then the effects are going to be a whole thing too. Who is next? The snake. Multiplying everything else. Okay, so I can, oops. Like 1, 2, yeah, there's like 1, 2, 3 layers of that. Does it not get rid of all that? Oh, I can't delete what's on all 3 of them. Well, it's gonna get deleted anyway. Just paste it in with a. I could just paste it in with a snake and it'll be grand. It's just behind the pig right now. Ain't it? Got a roll, fun to look and watch the artistic brain squeezings. Thank you for coming to the stream, Micah. Have a good day. Good morning, love the cartoon drawing. Thank you. How are we, Dave? Welcome to the stream. There is a pinned link for what this is for. Bit more of that blocking in around the snake. Snake's pretty dinky. Oh, tiny. Don't worry about the background right now. It's messy, messy. It's not a problem. It's not going to be a problem. It's not. Is that right? Did that work? Is he supposed to be that colour? Did I not check it on the snake? Or did I get the layering wrong? Maybe. Is the bucket an animal? You'll have to ask Vex that one. I'm not sure if the bucket's an animal. Chat, is a bucket an animal? I kind of want to flip that on him. Yeah, dark is a bit better then. And then where's my glue around the edge? They're like little Easter eggs. Pull more of that in. Quite a bright colour. I could do with a bit on the end of the tongue. Let's nip at it like that. Nip at it like that, and then clear it out. There we go. Yeah, I've got plans. I've got plans. Did I muck about with the ordering of these? Oh, no, wait, what did I change? Was it this one? Yeah, this one I reduced, didn't I? It was like 50. It's like 50 something instead of being crazy, just so they've got a bit more round to them. I remember, and it goes hard like multiply. Hard like multiply. And then I switched them around on here. I switched them. Add glow. Wait, oh, did I add glow on the wrong layer? Maybe. That should be a multiply one. Oh, that's the flats. Oh, yeah, I didn't grab them properly. Hang on a second. Or is it add glow? No. Oh no, it is. Yeah, it's hard light. Wait, overlay. Where did the overlay go? What? May have done these in the wrong layers. What have I got? Overlay? Yeah, okay, overlay on the blue. What did I do? I like the way that I set it up. I don't want to mess with it too much. 80% overlay. Is that one darker? It's darker. Okay, let's bring that one like down slightly. Yeah, I can always muck about with them like individually later, but I'd like to get it sort of evened out, and then once I've got that, I can start gradienting in between. And it shouldn't cause me so much problem. Okay, so what the heck kind of trouble did I just cause with this? Wait, that is hard light. Right, 80% overlay. Is that the blue one underneath? No. Oh no, okay, I switched them. What did I do? I like balls this up somehow. Multiply. Multiply. The yellow. I do them in the wrong. I do them in the wrong layers. Yeah, and then hard light. What's the hard light one? The glow? Wait, what? Multiply, overlay. Overlay is the blue. Okay, I don't know how I ended up with the mess that I've created, but oh, that's better. Yeah, that's what he should look like. I thought the colors were weird. Yeah, that should be darker. I think I adjusted them when I brought them in here, and now they've gone a bit strange. Yeah, it's blue on the bottom and then that on the top. But I could switch it around if I wanted to. And I still have the shine. Hard light layer, actually. It's hard light and it's a little bit lower down than that, yeah. I might need to duplicate it to get it to kick up. Yes, okay. Now I will line up and warm it up. I could go around and do that on all of them to kick it up. Probably quite easily. It might be, oh, it's going to be a problem on the penguin if I want the same colors. Oh no, the pink's actually quite cute. The pink's quite cute. I don't think that dark blue will pick up very well. I'll have to move that pig too. Make sure the edge is okay. I'll start closing some folders because I keep having to scroll through them now because I've got so many. Okay, like blue overlay, yellow multiply. Okay. Right, all these layers want to go on the penguin. He's got 2 layers of stuff going on with him. But that's fine. As it should be. So was it yellow? Blue first? Is it blue? Oh yeah, no. Oh, he's cute with that colour. Cute. I will soften the edge, and then I will get the old wish wash on it. Like, bop, 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 bop. I want to do something about the... Probably want to do something about the beak. You know, just a tiny bit. Get it started. Yeah, get that started, and then that is selected. That is selected, and then I do that to give it some extra boost. Everything stays sort of within there. I use this one around the edge. I need to move this peg out of the way. Oh, that's because some of it's still on here, isn't it? Right. Oh, yeah. Because I copied the layers. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, that is a problem. Hang on. Should have done that earlier. I've made a bit of a mess. That's the multiplier with the yellow. So I'm just gonna fix the edge of it so it doesn't chunk like that. That wants to clear out before I start doing the edge as well. Okay, penguin, invert, delete. There we go. Haha, a penguin. I like the nose on him. That's a nice orange. I think that looks quite nice. All the orange is starting to pop out now. Okay, penguin. Wouldn't have to feed it much and it would be a good pail. A good pail. The eyes look a bit flat. Hang on. Those eyes. Sorry I missed that also. I zoned out completely. Eyes look flat. Can I just have them swing into that one pink? It looks a bit weird right now, but when I fight with it a bit more, it should even out. Because I want it to go sort of blue, pink, yellow. I will have to go back through these again as well because I need sort of cast shadows where they overlap onto the other ones so that they sit properly. Right, monkey. Little monkey fella. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, and and we start with blue. Go through my process again. Blue. I was really liking the colours of the monkey actually. I really like the monkey colours. I think I'm gonna just sort of round it like this. Like I say, I don't want the lighting to be too offensive to start off with because I need to do more shadows anyway. To get it to read. So I can do that, select it, go into this layer. That wants to have the yellow. And then I've got a hard light for the edge. I'm starting to prefer doing this with the wish wash as well. Getting the blur down to start it off isn't bad though. I'm going to do those ears separately. Keep them separate. Some of that for the edge. I'll start getting the selection tool. Make sure it stays in there, and then ears separate. I'll take it off. Just get rid of it and then paint it back in. I leave that soft. I leave it soft. I think the opacity of it might need to go down on him. Banana, glad you're still streaming on YouTube because Twitch has some weird people. I swear. Oh, I just saw some movement on Twitch. Why don't we read what just appeared on Twitch, chat? Ever draw feet with clown noses on the toes? Call it toe funningus. Oh my goodness. 1350 if you would paint that like a Renaissance painting to send to Cherry. I'll do it. Drop the dollar. I'll do it. How are we, shape? Welcome to stream. I'm trying to think. Didn't I do something like that, or was it not the feet, but oh no, I edited that Holbein one of Henry VIII, and I made it Zazzle, and I made the cod piece like bright pink. I remember. Waking up. Good morning. I hope it's a comfy day. Okay, the monkey. Monkey, invert. Wait, hang on. Wrong way. Select monkey. Select layer. Invert, delete. That's it. There we are. Shiny monkey. Shiny monkey. I think I might have a look at the background also. Or the inside of that box. I think I want to look at the inside of the box. Monkey, come on, hello. How are we? Oh, welcome to the stream. Where is me box? And what's in the box? What is in the box? I may need more layers for the inside of the box. You know what? Where's all... I close the animal folder for a second so I don't have to look at them. At full opacity, box. Right, what was my idea? To, like so, for the back of the box, and then they will all stand out because they've got that nice outline around them. They're nice and glowy. But it's going to have to stick to this section. I don't think I'm too upset about the front of it. Vax, hello! There we are. Welcome to the stream. How are we doing? I will show you how this is going in a second. I am in the layers. Let me see. Working my way through it. I can show you it with the like flat colors as well. I just started trying to plonk some shading down. Hi Vex, your hair looks nice today. Good, thanks. Hope you're well. Not bad, thank you. Can't see you though. No. Ooh. Here we go. Whee! That is a curve. I thought I could snap that, but it's a curve. Oh, it's a curve. Oh, it's a curve. There we go. I want to take a bit more off of that piece. Nice, nice, nice and soft. Nice and soft, and gradient it towards the back. Any other drop shadows? Not drop shadows. I keep calling them that. That's not what they are. Any cast shadows sort of downways from them or underneath them, I will make a separate layer. I invert, and then I don't think the side bits want to be so chunky. Checks the webcam. Put a sticker over it, chat. Let me get this little corner. I'll soften out these bits. I'm going to try and get it so there's a nice contrast between the inside of the box and where they are on the top. Oops. Right, there we go. Oh, I didn't invert it. Invert it on the wrong bit. I might leave a little bit around the bottom and the edge. Shade it out into the bag. Weird people on Twitch, chat. Weird people on Twitch. Chat, what's worse? YouTube or Twitch? I'm gonna have to block this out again where it's going outside of that too. Okie dokie, I have the block for where that is, and then invert it and get rid. There we go. Okay, let me bring these animals back in so you can see them. There we go. I started trying to shade them a little bit. They don't have any highlights on them yet. And I'm going to go back in and sort of overpaint them so they've got more of that choppy texture that you want. But that's the way I'm leaning with the colours. And then I plan to bring in yellow. Let me zoom out a bit further so you can see it because my little dragon face is in the way. Looking good, thank you. I'm glad you're liking it. I think that purple needs calming down, doesn't it? I can do that straight away actually because it's supposed to have Oh, let me take the swatches off too, because that's kind of messy. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm trying to keep to doing the sort of ambient lighting first, and then anything harsher I will make sure is removable, because it's going to sit over the top of some of them. Where they're layered on each other a little bit. Did I open the whole animal folder? No, I just want to reduce it back down. Yes. Yeah, okay, good. Good. Where was I now? The box has one layer and it wants this other one, so I need to select what's there, and then on this I go over it with the yellow, and then that fixes the color. That fixes the color. I might leave the hard light alone on it for now. Because I don't want it shiny in the same way that they are. There's that texture in the back. I'm wondering if I even need to sort of paint that out now, or if it's better sort of sharp on the edges, because there's not a lot of value difference, is there now? Not a lot of value difference to be messing with it. What is this little... What is this crunch by here? What are you? Like you specifically. What are whoops? Not like that. On the selection tool. Where are you? What even are you? What even is that? It's in one of these layers, right? Oh, doesn't want to let me know. Where is it? It's got to be in one of these. What? Oh, it's in the flat. Okay, it's in the flats. Never mind. My favorite game. What layer is that? My favorite. Okay, let's take animals away. Let's take the animals away. That's a nice block of shadow behind them. I'm sorry about the noise. Bonk, 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 bonk. I think they're pulling up tiles again. Bonk, 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 bonk. It's a nice day, so everyone's making the most of it before it gets really cold. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Kind of feel bad for him, because that is not a fun time trying to pull up tiles. Oops. Okay, I'm thinking like maybe around the edge of this would benefit from softening it out. Teeny weeny corner of it. Let's have a look, like just along there. Because it's messing with the depth when I don't have that little bit of a corner. So that looks quite nice with that extra yellow on it as well, because I haven't deleted it from the layer above. I've got a layer of yellow. Whoops. I've got a layer of yellow and I've got a layer of blue that I'm mixing to make a color that I like. That good? Let's have a say. If it's bad, I will delete it. Not that you can see much of it, but I want it to look nice. Honestly, yeah, that does look better. That does look better, never mind. I did not change the line color on the monkey either. That also needs more sort of up the panels, I think. Wherever that went, where does it go? Where does it go? Ooh. Ooh. That does not look that bad. Actually, maybe like along those bits too. Because I was thinking it needs like a little bit just around these. It might not be on this layer, it might have to be highlights, but that will be chunkier and more obvious. No, I don't like it on both. No, I don't like it on both sides of it. It's gonna have to stick to. It's gonna have to stick to one. Yeah, that's better. That's better. And on the bottom bit too. I might stream after dinner as well. I'm thinking that I wanna. Now that top bit looks like it cuts off a bit sharp. Pull it down slightly. It looks like too much of like a harsh cut right through the middle. Not fun. Not a fan of that. And then bits at the top. Yeah, that's better. Right. Animals again. Let's check it. Let's check it with the animals. I want to go back to monkey layer. Monkey layer. Light in. I took those off again. I will have to try that blue on the box also, because, oops, if that's the darkest color, I need to be careful. Oh, that's the blue. Wrong one, that one. I'm gonna make it a little bit more, pinky red on the monkey, I think. It's too, ooh, that's too heavy of a contrast on him. Lean it that way and then up like a little bit of a blue for the eyes because they stand out nice against that yellow. And then into the pink color. I really want to do the highlights on them, like very bad right now, but I will end up reworking them if I do them so early, so there's not really any point. It's not going to help. It's going to slow me down actually if I do that. Can I paste all the layers? Yes. Did that clear all of those? Yeah. Okay, parrot. Block out the parrot. Block out parrot again. I'm really wanting to overpaint as well because there's like little, I want to go around the edge of the monkey's mouth and like define that slightly. so that the teeth sort of recess like the pig nose. Those are a little bit bigger, so I already did some detail on them, but I want to come back to that. There's like certain stages where it gets really frustrating because I know what I want to go and do next. Know what I want to go and do next. But it's a couple of steps ahead. And I need to hold my horses, otherwise I'm going to make it worse. And the right colour. Right. I'll do a highlight before I move on as well. I've left a glow layer in all these so that it is ready for when I come back to it later. That's way too strong. Zoom in on him a bit more, actually. What's for dinner, chat? Are you cooking anything? What are you cooking? I really like that penguin, actually. It's very cute. Oh. Who is that? 1, 2, 3 layers. Invert? Did I invert that already? Yes. Yeah, there we go. I might bring some of that lighter blue into the parrot's beak as well afterwards for highlights so that it plays up nice. Let me check what that was. I'm not sure if my phone's charging actually. Oh no, it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let's plug my phone back in. Buzz. There we go. Who else? Who else? The clouds are also bothering me because I know what I want to do with those. Which is also a lot of overpainting. It's all overpainting. That's what I want to get to. Giraffe. The giraffe is a good next move too. Oh, yeah, nostrils. There's a whole lot of flat layers on him. A whole lot of flat layers. Right. Boop. Oh. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, no, it just like barely shows up. That's why it's doing that. Okay. I know what the problem is. Problem's your ass. Right, I'm going to do that with the ears, and I was going to keep little gradients on the inside. I know you can barely see this right now, but it will pop when I bring the second color in. I'm up to something. I need to remove the monkey. I need to remove the monkey. The monkey. Add the little blips. Now I can hand this off and go crazy with it. Is that extra little bits of crunch? Yeah. Make a bit of a mess. No, I can't see any anywhere else. Gonna go back around. Soften. Okay, let's try that with the yellow up here. Watch this now. There. How does that look? Have I made that too strong? What do you think? Maybe. But to put that orange juice and garlic stuff on chicken, I should have remembered I'm out of orange juice. Oh no. Ooh, what else have you got? See if chat's got any recipes. Okay, I'm gonna delete that and we'll do it again now that I've adjusted. I could do it with this one first because it's a bit easier to see. It's easier to see with the yellow. And on those too, I missed them. There's a little bit by there that went weird that I can see. That should chunk back out. Chunk that back out. Yeah, let's swap it around the way that I'm doing it. I didn't just make a mess, did I? Or delete something? No, the monkey's not there on purpose. That's fine. Lack of monkey is on purpose. Lack of monkey is on purpose. That wants to do that, and then oh, I need to do the shine too. I need the shine as well. That color. I could have kept that selected actually, but like whatever. It's fine. Might leave the ears alone. Just go for the ears. Maybe just in the one corner. We'll see how it holds when I start washing it out. Okay, so anywhere it wants softening out. I try and not have it too much on the ears. I don't mind it on that one because it gives it a bit of sort of washing out. Maybe that bit above the head. Maybe this, or above the ear, rather, like where the. And then I can invert and delete. There we are. Line. I don't know if I like that. That looks a bit suspect. I think I might need to do the same thing as the parrot monkey. Yeah, let me lean towards monkey where it's a bit more purple. I think I'll have to be careful of the shadows as well because I don't want anything that will point out where Or make the lines look like lighter than the shadow. I think whatever this is going to be, it needs to sit like that. I'm not making any sense. I need to not have line art that is lighter than whatever shadow that it sits on, because that will make it stand out and look out of place and ugly and strange. It's gonna look ugly. Kind of reminds me of teriyaki. Oh, teriyaki ain't bad. I was looking at some teriyaki sauce the other day, but I didn't get it. I didn't go in the shop for it, so I was like, don't get it. Don't get it. Don't do it. I got soy sauce and chili paste. Chipotle chili paste. I've been struggling to find it, but I found it where I went, thankfully. I went on an expedition to look for a new computer chair that was comfy, and I actually found one, which I didn't expect, so that was a whole palaver trying to squeeze that into the car. I also have not dragged it up the stairs yet to the computer, but soon. Soon. Okay, yeah, this is coming together how I wanted it, actually. Yeah, good. I'm very tempted to make a new layer. I need to do that other rabbit over there as well, like flats. And the flats on that watermelon are both watermelons. There's two of them. There are two watermelons. Have I done a BRB in a while? I think I've been sat here for like an hour or more. I only did one. I'm going to do a quick BRB. Because I could do with a drink, actually. I won't be very long, chat. Smash the save button. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm back. Hello. I'm back. Right, how are we? We have an eyeball of what I've done. Let's have an eyeball of it. I don't want to use the same sort of colours in the sky. I think I'm going to get most of them established and then I can fight with them in the background. Because once I've got all this set up, I've got like relative reference for the rest of it. It's pretty easy. I don't like how blue that monkey's ear is. Welcome back, the grand return. Yes, thank you. I am back. Oh, whoops, that is a different layer. Wrong one. Here we go. I have to wash out the magenta colour so it's nicer than the blue around the edges. I will be around for about another hour or so before I have to go because it's going to be feeding time. It's going to be feeding time. I need to put some Worcestershire sauce into the pasty mix. Where's the other bunny? Is that a different? Oh, he's in these layers, right? Okay. Paste them. Clear them out. Paste them, clear them out. Block it down. I'm blocking it down. I might go around each piece on him. Let's see. It's still quite hard to see on this. Oh, flipping it helps actually. That sort of reset my brain a little bit. I haven't been flipping it very much since it's just colours at this point. Nice and soft. Dee dee dee, dee 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 dee. That was what I got the other day as well. I found a book on poisonous plants and fungi that I will have a nosy at. I'm interested. I'm interested to learn. I think some of it was more specific as well, like this is the thing that will mess you up bad. This is the thing that is in it that will mess you up bad. And this is what it does to different animals. Okay, is that looking okay? I'm not convinced there's enough around the edge here, but I know the colour's going to turn once I put that yellow on. I also need the chops. Wait a minute, hang on. Can I? Oh, the tolerance is like crazy. Okay. Wrong layer? Oh yeah, wrong layer, right. That's what I want. Boop, 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 boop. That's what I want, and then those whiskers are on the top. Can I just not see where it's doing that? Is that not showing up very strong? Let me try and paint it in, and then I'm going to check it with the with the yellow. Boop. It's on there. Okay, it's on there. It just doesn't show up very well. Right. That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. Okay, no, it's not bad. Like I said, I'm gonna get back in and paint it more after. Anyway. Now I want that, and then this. Wait. That line should be on the top for a start. That's in the wrong place. Oops. Invert, get rid of all that. I could do the line art first. That's not really a problem. Oops. Maybe don't decimate it. Maybe not. Let's concentrate that pink on the chops too, I think. Oh no, where are the whiskers? I'm sure they're on their own layer. Where have they gone? Oh, they should just be above there. Right, okay, no, never mind. They were blending in really badly, but they look fine now. I shouldn't have moved the lines. It was right as it was. Being daft. There we go. I think I might do that one next because I still need to pick the flats and put them in. Okay, bunny, bouncing bunny. I'm liking the way this is looking in the small preview at the side. Is that the right? Did I use a different white here? Is that, oh yeah, it's a little bit brighter. Okay, I think I dulled it down for the other ones. Then again, that might be good. Just trying to keep it sort of cream coloured. Right, swap it out on the bunny. I wanted to leave room for brighter highlights because if I make it white, then it will all just flip and blend into itself and look overexposed and horrible. Oops, wrong one. Take that off. There we go. There. Yeah, that's cute. I don't know if the rabbit's a bit too light blue because everyone else is very warm toned, but the rabbit looks a bit out of place. Not quite right. Not quite. Especially now I've changed that, it doesn't look right. Let me have a look. If I can swing it further that way, will that do it? It looks nice as a flat, but not with everything else. That's a little bit better. It might want to like desaturate because I've moved that over sort of grey. You know what? It's so warm actually that if I do just desaturate it into a grey, it probably will look like blue. It might even look too blue if I do that. That's another annoying problem actually. Made it too blue. by desaturating. It looks better than that one now. Yeah, that's better. I want the sky to be blue, but not so much the bunnies with the bright blue. And the little nose. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. It's a lot better. It's a lot better. Okay. These all want clearing out again. I could just select the outline of it, but I don't think I will. Oh no, that is correct. It just looks funny. Is correct. It just looks funny. Do that, and then I want to put the ears. And then blast like so. Did I not do? Oh no, I didn't do the glowy edge on the bunny, did I? I missed that. I think the colours on that bunny are like a little bit soft. Also, like these just don't stand out enough. What if I switch them? Sometimes when you switch the layers, it will help. Oh yeah, let's see, that's better. That's not bad. I'm gonna go back to this bunny. Going back to this bunny. Try and fix him. I think I need to soften out the edges on those pigs a bit more too, because they went quite chunky. The rest of them have sort of softened out as I've gone. I don't think I like it now. I think I like it now. Let's see what a bit more of that shading does. Not better. Like I say, I am going to go back in and overpaint, but yeah, it's too harsh of an edge. I'm going to wash it out more. Let's see what it looks like. Oops. Not what I want. I want to invert and get rid of the edges. At the right one I'm looking at now, yeah. Yeah. They're just soft. Yep, just soft, right. Oh, did that not work? No. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Balance, and then balance this pig too. Balance the piggy. Right, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I don't mind it being a bit more chunk around the nose. What was the bit I wanted to fix on that actually? Because he's got a little, yeah, he's got a little blip out of his nose that I messed up. That bunny should look better now that I've adjusted the colours. That should be fine. Pig, monkey, penguin, giraffe, watermelon. I need to go back to. Oh, you know what? Both of the bunnies, actually, because I did not finish what I was doing on the other one either. Nor the blue on this, actually. Nor the blue on this guy. Oh no, it's like really hard to see, isn't it? Okay. Problem. I'm gonna try and Patreon stream tonight as well if I can, because I am like very excited about Skelby for some reason, so I want to Skelby. I want to draw. I am excited about it for no good reason. I want to get more done. I want to get more done, and I need to set up somewhere to post them, actually. I was trying to schedule them on YouTube, but it was giving me problems. Does anyone else do community posts on YouTube, actually? Because it was like, oh, it needs to be this size of image. Image needs to be like this size ratio. Or we won't upload it, but it was not something that was an issue the last time I posted one, so I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm annoyed about it though, because I don't want to have to resize everything just to post it on YouTube. That is why I hated Instagram. Do I want a bit around the little mouth? Yeah, cute. Ooh, that's too strong. I'm gonna try again later anyway. I'll try again later and see if it will stop being a shit. So I'm only trying to upload images that were one by one, and it was like, no. Nope. Oh, I didn't do the other thing over there, did I? No. I think I like those little bits on the ears. Oh, that makes them stand out. Aww. It's like a flower petal. Like that. Yeah, just around the edges though. I'll leave it on the rest. I won't muck with it. Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, bunch of animals. Bunch of animals. Well, hey, okay. Now I could probably Start messing with the back. That monkey is blending in really bad. That monkey's blending real bad. Now if I do wish-wash layers with little gradients, they need to be in between the folders, otherwise they will start to react in like a horrible way, and they also need to be on normal layers. So I don't have to worry about the way they're gonna sit. I suppose like just behind all the animals is a good idea. Like outside of the everything. Behind the animals and outside of the everything. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Especially these ones at the top. I need to sit it around them like this. I will get back to that watermelon. I'll do the both of them at the same time, but they're in different places. Yeah, and then that'll be a layer that I can remove because otherwise the box is just sort of not there. Not there. They need that. Oh, I've got rid of a pig too. Where's the pig? I thought it looked funny. Extra pigs. Extra pigs. All of that wash I have to be careful of too. It overlaps. Let me move the palette out of the way. Put it like here because I don't need that spot right now. I want to see the whole box. I see the whole box. Edges of that can sort of wash out. Or I suppose it helps to. It does help to see the other edge of it. I'll reduce it. Oh, what? Did I just paint on that? Oh my goodness. I just clicked the wrong layer and paint on it. I'm pretty sure I did. It's saying no, but I don't know. Oh, that's got me worried. Airbrush. Airbrush, 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 layer opacity. Uh-oh. Shit. What layer was that? I did something there. Right, I did something there. Just leave that alone. Leave that alone. Leave that well alone. Yeah, I don't want to have it too much like the sky is just leaking into the box, making it disappear, but more going on around them would help around the edges. Should we get at the background? I think we should get at the background. Yeah, definitely. Take the palette off now. I will need to animals. Close the animal layer. Close the animal layer. Don't need it. What have I got? Foreground, box, sign, watermelon, grass. Well, grass, ground plane, trees. Sky, right. That's everything in the back. It's all the sky in the back. That is that wish wash in between. Everything is in that folder. Some of these I might just paint in as well. I do need to just poke at the sky specifically though, but let's see where that cuts off. I can see where that cuts off. I can sort of bring the rest of this down and block it in. Right, take that off. That's fine. And the clouds. Get a nice flat base, and then that's the flat base of the clouds, and then they have a bit of light color on them. How bright do I want them though, is a good question. This is a gradient to fill into them. I'm going to start getting the paintbrushes out because there are no lines to be fighting with over here. Very much on purpose, there are no lines to be fighting with. That's way too blue. I can't make these all like crazy bright either because that will kill it off. I'll do it terrible. Oh, buff, buff, buff. Buff, 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 buff. Oh, is it saving? It's saving now. Give it a minute. I might have to have a break for a minute because my head is starting to hurt. Then again, it's nearly 5 o'clock, so it's about. Nah, I'll keep going. It's about tea time anyway. Let me just wait for that to catch up. It's laggy. Lagging out. See, I would like to do it like that, and then I can lock all my light in at the top in one go, hopefully. Little nice round blocks. Nice fluffy clouds. I do like to draw a fluffy cloud. Fluffy, like so. Block the shadows in and then start painting light into the shadows. And then once I have them, I'm thinking I can paint the underside in quite easy. Yeah, that's what I want, and then I want the underside of it, which I might have a bit of bounce light on. I have to go back over these bits later. Good morning. Hello, Amber. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. What's jiggling? Yeah, I think I like that. Try not to do too many like lumpy cloud chunks, or it's gonna stop looking like how I want it to. Oh no, it's saving again. Yeah, I need to like nibble back into this later. Some of the gradients are coming out. Okay, the ones I'm trying to catch. Coming from a week of pain, but otherwise okay. How are you? Not bad, thank you. I hope it's calming down. I won't. I won't spill no beans on stream in case you don't want me to. But I hope you're feeling better. There we go. Is that gonna be enough? Is that gonna be enough? There we go, that kind of shapes I'm going for. Still a bit of wiggle room. It's like a tiny bit of wiggle room for lighting them up, but I kind of like that they're soft, to be honest. Nice and soft. Nice and soft. Appreciate it. Honestly, can't remember if I told you or not, though. It's been that wild. Oh no, I'm sorry. You told me a little bit. Like I say, I won't spill no beans. I'm keeping my mouth shut. Oh my god, the lag on this is driving me crazy. Let me paint. Let me paint. I need to like clear out some files pretty bad. Actually, it's making it worse. I like the clouds. Thank you. Trying not to. I don't know. Okay, you know when you get a spoon and you pick up the whipped cream and it's like a nice round on top of the spoon. Like a nice dollop. A nice tidy dollop. I'm trying to go for those shapes. Pretty. I need to go back to writing my script, actually. That was another thing I was trying to do. Got too many things on the go. I was too busy at the weekend to do much. I did like a little bit, but it was all stuff where there's no dialogue, so I was like, I was there. I see it, yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean. I saw a video of someone making yogurt, actually, from sort of yogurt dregs, and then, you know, cooking the milk and making more. And now I'm like, yogurt. Maybe. Then again, I'm not really that big of a fan of yogurt, but I don't know, the idea of making it makes it seem a bit more appealing. If I can make it myself, I'd probably like it more. Yeah, see, that might be fine. I'm gonna try and add more blue to the underside of them later. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Later on. I am gonna try. I'm gonna shut the window actually because it's cold now. Hang on, chap. Let's shut the window. The sun's gone away, so it's chilly. There we go. Oh. I'm gonna try and merge them down. I'm gonna merge them down. Wait a minute, I don't need to. What am I doing? Oh no, I do. Never mind. No, I was thinking there's like two different things I want to do to them. Yeah, I'm gonna merge them and then undo it. I'm gonna hide both of them and paste the one that I'm gonna paste the one. Yeah, I'm gonna paste the one that I copied. And then I'm gonna get my blur tool. I'm gonna pick up my blur tool and I'm gonna go wow around the edges. Not all of them, but some of them. Enough of them. Enough of them. But wee. They don't all need to be really. Oh, that looks quite cute. I am so tempted to put yellow in them now because they look like scoops of cream. So tempted. Not gonna. Leave it alone. I'm very tempted though. You know what? Oh, how is it gonna behave if I get the blur tool around like this piece? If I do that and then go, because I don't want it to touch. I don't want it to touch that edge, just kind of bump up against it. No, it's not that bad actually. I want some of them to sort of recede out of the way so it's not. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight with them shapes. Has anyone watched any good films lately, chat? As well. I got a bunch of DVDs yesterday, but I forget what they are now. I did find Watership Down. I was wanting to watch that because I've seen it since I was little. I think I remembered the violence being worse than it is. How does that look? I don't want it to be hard to look at where it like, softens out. I just want some of it where it's not as in focus. This is not so much the point. I'm not supposed to be looking at the clouds. Look at the piggies. Look at the piggies. I suppose that was the main one where it's sort of just plunk in the middle there. Yeah, okay, I think I'll leave it like that, and I should, in theory, be able to, like, not that colour, that's bad, but, like, ooh, oh, not that either, that's, ooh, that's ugly. Okay, I was thinking like this, where the bottom's sort of flattened out. If that's not too hideous. Is that hideous? Maybe. I should duplicate this before I spoil it. Yeah, duplicate. It's not locked either. Wisp out into that. No, it's getting a bit funny looking. Don't know if I like it. Don't know if I like it. Oh no, there we go. That's it. I think it just needed like washing out. I want to make sure that edge is like darker, even if this is sort of bouncing up. Even if that's bouncing up with a bit of blue in it, I don't want to disturb. I guess that'd be like a core shadow, kind of, but this is more like that. It's like, it looks like a core shadow, it's not really. I can always paint more blue into them later as well, like along the edge. I like subsurface scattering on stuff that wouldn't even do that. Because colours. More colours, more fun. Yeah, it makes it look a little bit more rounded on the bottom, but I think that's okay. I think I kind of like that, actually. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what it looks like now with trees. I'll have to gradient into them too. It's just the one layer, isn't it? Yeah. I'm gonna try to split. I'm gonna try to split my painting on them. And then I'll go, oh, I've got a drink. Oh, hello. I forgot. I've only had my coffee. Right, this is like a, ooh, what, seafoam green? On the draw pile again. No, it's still want to play my doodle some more. Nah, go for it. Go for it. I don't know if people want to do more in the Patreon. What? Why are you lagging out so bad? Be quiet. Clip Studio, I mean, not use. Lagging out so much all the time. All the time lagging out. Calm. Canvas is like way too big. It is not happy with me. It's not happy. Yeah, I'll do that. I think I'm gonna get into this like ground plane at the front before I do all that. And then we've got more of that to do, and then and where are they? Animals. Animals. Let me hit the save button and just like sit for a minute. I need to rest. I'm debating if I want to try and drag my new computer chair up the stairs later on, if I got the energy for that. If I have the energy for it, I might have more energy once I'm sat in it, maybe, instead of this horrible old thing that is ragged as heck. It would look so much better with the highlights on if I was to do them now, but it's not going to help me. It's not going to help me if I do that. It's going to make it worse. It's going to make it difficult. Let's see what I can get done in 15 minutes, because I'm going to have to go in 15 minutes, I think, and deal with some stuff, and then I will come back later. I will come back after my dinner. You know what? The sky is fine, actually. The sky is fine. How can you tell you're having fun? I sit here and I whinge. That's how I know I'm having fun. I didn't change the lines on the bunny either. Where is he? I missed that completely. There we go. He wants that and a bit of the pink. It's fine. I gotta work. Gross. Yeah. No, I'll be back in like what, 2 hours probably. I'll be back in like 2 hours. I've still got the effects to do as well. Most of it's like background stuff. I've done more than I was expecting to get done. I think this is going quicker. But then again, there's also like overpainting and things to be done. Oh, there's that layer too. That's the other thing. Yeah. And I need more for the background to do that with. Like, wash it out. Don't I? Probably behind the box, behind the sign, behind the watermelon, grass, and then bushes in the back. Right, so I've got what, a layer area that I can start doing a bit of this on to wash around it. Yeah, there we are. This might be a good use of the time, actually, just to start laying this sort of thing down. I shouldn't try and do it in one bulk like that, actually, and get it to the right amount by erasing it. I can just make it heavy and then reduce. And then it's always easy to make it lighter or darker rather than picking and poking. Is that better? I like that it's over the top of the lines too. That helps. I'm gonna make it a bit brighter too. I'm gonna lean it into like ice blue, I think, and see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, that lightens it up a bit. Okay, ground plane, like this piece here. that goes a bit behind the bushes because I wanted it to roll back. These are the ones where I just really want to select them and start like colour picking. The usual colour picking. Nothing special, just regular old colour picking. And then I can paint into them like I did with the clouds. So like this, just to round it out. Animals box can go away for now. But sort of just to do that and have it fade into the back. Where is this other piece? Oh yeah, if I take that off I can see everything. Those are just floating around. If I pull it into the middle as well, then let's concentrate in it. And I can overpaint a bit of flavour in there. Yeah, I'll probably fuzz out the edge of that as well. I'm going to end up doing the same thing as the clouds. Let's have a look actually and see if I can do that, because fuzzing it out might be a good idea. Is it going to let me merge it down? There we go. I've got a time lapse on this as well. It's going to look crazy, I'm sure. Right. Just do this along the edge. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's what I was thinking. I'll make an overpaint layer in there too, because then I can just get straight into it with texture. How bright is this green? It's not, okay, it's not that bright because there's still, it's like wiggle. There's wiggle room. There is wiggle room in these colors for highlights. That's what's important. Should I have it pulling around those, or maybe actually I'm going to bring that, yeah, I'm going to bring that in a bit more. I'm going to bring that in more so I can like, want to catch sort of the edge of it around the front. Oh yeah, that's okay. It still sits in it. I was worried that would sit over like the shadow that I just put in. It's not gonna though. Does that sort of fade out into the same colour? Kind of. Yeah. Can't see much of it sort of behind there. Let's have a look at these bushes anyway. That's the next thing I want to see. I turned off that also. I don't want to interfere with the line just yet. Oh, I copied that, right. So I need the color adjusts that I did back. I need to go and copy it from one of these so that I have them. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, that scared me. Right, plonk them in, get rid of what's on them, and then get to painting. I suppose I'll start like blocking. Start blocking things in. Quachoo. Let me see what that was. Who is it? Who? Ah, I'm good for now. It's okay. That's my other layer I don't want to fight with right now. Honestly, you know what? Just the brush. Just give me the brush. Just give me the paintbrush. I will paint. And maybe like another big gradient to go over it. But later on. I was thinking of going sort of bloop, 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 bloop. Similar to the clouds, because we don't need that much detail. I want to focus more of it on the animals. Let's mask this out because it's messy. And I will apply it later. I don't want to have the dancing ants around the edge of it while I'm trying to concentrate. Very distracting. Oh, I got watermelon. Watermelon's in the way. And out, Baban. Talk to you later. Have a good day, Ambi. Thank you for popping into the stream. I will. I should be going soon. I'm going to wait until I get bothered, I think. But I should be back in like a few hours. Because it's 5 p.m. now, so I should be back at 7, I hope, to start streaming again. So I've eaten food and sorted things out. Let's have a bit more chunk on this. I've lightened it too much. Oops. Oh, I dropped it. Zoom in on this and start poking at it. Oh, maybe take some out around the edges. Yeah. I'm gonna make it stronger and then reduce it afterwards. I'm wondering if it's better if I just sort of leave it and then come back to it, because I mostly want, ooh, that's bad. I want the overall shape of it. So I can start poking at more of the shapes. Okay, now I'm gonna have to go, right, so if I come into the stream chat, I'm gonna see who is streaming that I can flip and raid. Someone's gonna get raided. Who will it be? Let me smash the save button. Let's have a look. Where's my button? Who's going? Is anyone alive? Is anyone alive? Ah, here we go. Ren is streaming. I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna raid Ren again. I mean. Right. I am off. I will probably be back later in the evening. Go and say hello. Thank you for watching, chat. Bye. And you, YouTube people. Ta-da!